Papa Legba, Yeshua, Ilegua, come out, Papa Legba, Yeshua, Ilegua, come out, Papa Legba, Yeshua, Ilegua, come out. 'Cause this is our land. Yes, we was here first. They came here on a boat. They'll leave here in a hearse. They'll leave here through the dirt. They're going through the earth. We're channeling their ancestors to undo their curse. 'Cause once upon a time, we all could read and write. That legalese is lies. Strong men spell cursive ties. Strong men all caps disguise. They've gentrified our lives. We've redefined their sights. We've redefined their kind. Yes, this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. This shit here is voodoo music. When you chant, they gonna lose it. Yes, this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. Yes, this shit is voodoo music. When you chant, they gonna lose it. When you chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor you gon' choose? Play their game, but by our rules. I'm Queen Annie the Maroon. I am Queen of Dongo. I am Queen of Zinga. I am Yenaga. I'm Carlotta and Fermina. 'Cause this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. When you chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor you gon' choose? 'Cause this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. When you chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor you gon' choose? I am a goddess. I am a priestess. I chant these mantras and they all repeat it. If we make a promise, this land we gon' seize it. Get vengeance for Mother Earth treason. Hey, the gentrifier. This for the gentrifiers. This for the gentrifiers. This for the gentrifiers. Repetition of empires. Invading land with gunfire. Slavery not posters for hire. Income not what you desire. Outcome working jobs for hours. Mindset waiting to retire. Never stop working for dollars. 'Cause this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. Which ancestor you gon' choose? When you chant, they gonna lose. 'Cause this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. Which ancestor we gon' choose? When we chant, they gonna lose. I mean, my spirit guides come in with that sin. My ancestors defend. I got that juice to transcend. I mean, my spirit guides come in with that sin. My ancestors, I got that juice to transcend. 'Cause I am a Santi, I am a Sata, I am a host, I am a homie, I am a Tamba. Yes, I am a Tamba. 'Cause I am a Santi, I am a Sata, I am a host, I am a homie, I am a Tamba. Yes, I am a Tamba. Yes, this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. When we chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor we gon' choose? Hey, choose. 'Cause when we chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor we gon' choose?
Mess with the wrong witch, and she knows it. And now you know it.
I've been calling you, but you don't pick it up. I'm so sick of it, still I can't stop. I've been calling you about your kiss and games. Your selfish bird telling me to stay. I've run out of patience, but you don't give a damn about the things I do. I'm so sick of the ways so I take a leap of faith, hoping you will still behave. 'Cause I will be here waiting.
I don't know what's up with this world. With these men that act like boys. Boys that wanna be girls. Girls that wanna be boys. And women that act like girls. What's wrong with ya? No, I can't get along with ya. That's why I wrote this song for ya. I hope my prayers make it to the good Lord for ya. 'Cause you know I break the law for ya. Yeah, you know I risk it all for ya. But can't get the thing after everything that I offered ya. Guess I must be off for ya. Put them demons say when they be talking to you. Guess that's why I can't get a ring and you won't answer me no more. Calling ya.
I've been calling you, but you don't pick it up. I'm so sick of it, still I can't stop. I've been calling you about your kids and games. Your selfish girl telling me to stay. I've run out of patience, but you don't give a damn about the things I do. I'm so sick of the ways so I take a leap of faith, hoping you will still behave. Cause I will be here waiting.
I am like something you never had before. One dose of this, you'll be back for more. That's for sure what you laughing for. The last thing I'm finna be is the last resort. I'm so not put the back and forth. I jump straight to conclusions and I'm out the door. Drop these ends, get you a real one. You always stay in touch with who ain't feeling ya. I don't even know why you deal with them. Cause you ain't getting back what you're giving them. I hate to burst your bubble, it's full of helium. But it ain't healing ya. You never really broke my heart. You just hurt my feelings. And what I learned from this is if you looking for love, don't search for this. Shh. Don't search for this. Said if you looking for love, don't search for this. Shh. Don't search for this. Shh. I'm done calling you. Cause you won't pick it up. Cause you don't give up. I'm so sick, I'm done. I'm done calling you. You just pay kissy face. Selfish bird telling me to find a way.
Bounce on shoulder, feel the vibe. I ain't stressing today. Yo, I ain't stressing today. Bounce. You negative, well I ain't got time. I ain't stressing today. Yo, I ain't stressing today. Bounce. Peace and love is on my mind. I ain't stressing today. Hold up, I ain't stressing today. Bounce. I'ma tell you one more time. I ain't stressing today. Yeah, I ain't stressing today. Bounce. Watch my whip today, I buffed it up good with the Shannon. Feeling good, think I might just pull up on my granny. We watch that Wheel of Fortune while we eat that church chicken. She tell me that she been thinking one day I'm gon' win a Grammy. I say now shout out to my barber, that boy on a mission. Got my line so crispy when I talk they pay attention. And my lady is so bad, swear she was born in her bag. Had to give her extra cash to go tip her beautician. Like how you look that good, I'm about to show you off, let's cruise up through my neighborhood. You said my partner tried to holler, boy I wish he would. You know what, I ain't even much tripping. I'm confident in me so can't nobody catch me slipping. And don't call me.
Peace, y'all. Welcome to the Hump Day Reading. Happy blue moon, happy full moon, happy all the moons in between. I'm so happy to be here. I'm in a good mood. I had a nice, good sleep and all that stuff. But y'all know I gotta do my sound check real quick. So now I'm gonna see, make sure I can hear myself all right. Make sure y'all can hear me and stuff. So uno momento. And we can hear me. I am here. Peace. If you would like a card pull for you, go ahead and write your name in the comments and I'll pull a tarot card for you. But in the meantime, I know I got the planetary forecast to do, and I'll be doing that later on this evening, which I'm really excited to do with y'all because as I expand, so does the planetary forecast. And I got some really good insight on how to go about finding the transits of the asteroids and stuff in our space as well. So we have some really cool asteroid transits that's happening that hasn't happened since like the 60s, like Sedna. Sedna is the asteroid that rules over our spiritual evolution. My pizza all in the camera view. And this particular asteroid has been in Taurus energy since the 1960s, and now it's going into Gemini, but we about to go on retrograde, so it's going to go back to Taurus, but then it's going to go into Gemini for real in 2024, and I'm very excited about that, as that's the same energy we're getting with Pluto as well. We got quite a few placements in Aquarius. This whole time I thought it was nothing there. It's actually some asteroids there. We're going to have a great time in the planetary forecast later on this evening. But right now in this live, this is all about your Hump Day reading. If you would like a tarot card pull for you, again, go ahead and put your name in the comments and I'll pull a card for you. But today's full moon is sitting in Piscean energy, and I found that so interesting. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I am a Virgo stellium with my sun, moon, Mercury, and Venus all sitting up in Virgo energy, sitting real pretty. So, the moon is opposite me right now, and I just feel like the sun energy is just like all up on the moon right now, and that's what full moon energy brings, is when the full orb of the moon is visible, and it's between the on the other side of the sun, and it's getting the full spotlight it deserves, etc., etc. And that's always a good time. Y'all know Piscean energy is all about the subconscious, our dreams and secrets, and things in the underworld, underworldly things that are hidden agendas in our realms and stuff like that. So a lot of things that y'all been suppressing and stuff like that, it's different illusions that are coming out, which is like, I would say that's pretty exciting, especially, if you're one of the people that's been repressing some things and, trying to hide some things it might not be exciting for you off the strength that your secrets is about to be out, baby. So you go on it. I personally would just take the liberty of putting them out myself and don't wait until, because, if you don't put them out yourself, the universe always aligns and it gets put out for you. So, that's a decision for you to make, how you want to make it, Ashe. And so yeah, that's really what's being uncovered at this moment. I'm trying to pull up my slides so I could talk a little bit with y'all about what's going on in the stars, just a tidbit. I don't want to do too much because, like I said, the planetary forecast is later on this evening, where we're gonna really get into it. I had a late day today. I didn't wake up till like 3:00. I haven't slept that late in a minute. It was a good sleep though. I love to hear it. We know that Neptune is associated with Olokun energy, and we know the story of Olokun as we went over that in Sunday service. And oh yeah, just to let y'all know, Sunday service is returning this Sunday. Peace, peace, love. If you would like a reading, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Yeah, we talked about Olokun in Sunday service, about the story of how Obatala formed, the people, the humans on Earth, and the firmament was formed, etc., etc. And Olokun ruled the deep waters. And when Olokun came up and saw, oh, y'all was out here building physical stuff in my space, and nobody talked to me about it. Olokun was upset. It was a battle between Olokun and Obatala. It's different stories about how this went down. Some say that the people went to Obatala and gave him the chain of Ogun, made by Ogun, which is associated with Aries, Mars energy. And some people say that Oromila, which is the Leo energy, went to Obatala and said, hey, go to Ogun and get, the golden chain. However, no matter how it happened, the chain came. And when Olokun and Obatala were at battle, Olokun actually had such respect for Obatala. See, the water having the respect for the firmament, right? The internal having respect for the external. This is where we get the mindset of feminine energy submission right here, because Obatala rules over the masculine side of the sacral chakra, while Olokun rules over the feminine side of the sacral chakra, right? And Olokun has so much respect for Obatala, Olokun just laid down and was like, well, I don't even want to go battle with you because I submit. You got it. But Obatala was being a little business and was like, oh, that's not good enough. Now I got to put the chain on you anyway. And so, we see that in society today, and this don't apply to all the masculines, but you know who you is. Y'all ain't never satisfied with the submission y'all got. It's always, oh, I got to put the chain on it anyway. And and that's my analogy for the day. But yeah, peace, y'all. Welcome in. If you would like a reading, go ahead and put your name in the chat and I'll pull a card for you. But that is the vibes with Olokun and Obatala. There's a level of respect there with that feminine energy Olokun had for the Obatala. There's that level of control and restraint there that Obatala has for Olokun. And that is what you feel in the masculine and feminine sacral chakra. And we see that in today's society with, men are allowed to have sex, but women aren't. Make that make sense and I'll be quiet. That's another way. And sacral chakra is sexual energy, all in alignment in today's moon, which is all about the sacral chakra. Olokun is coming out to play, y'all. They was like, don't forget about me. I'm gonna come at the end of August. I got y'all. In addition to the moon being in Piscean energy, the moon is also in alignment with Neptune and Saturn right now. Both planets are also in retrograde, right? So we have that Nine of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse trying to pull out of here, karmic energy. I told y'all, I'm going to tell y'all secrets, because if y'all don't tell y'all secrets or whatever, this is also an alignment. I don't know if you can see the visual as well as I can, but in this Nine of Pentacles that's in reverse, it got the Pentacles weighing heavy on the masculine energy at the top. All right. So, hey, masculine energy, it's time to undo that tale we told of Obatala and Olukun, the masculine and feminine sacral chakra. There should be balance here, not just with one side, but with both sides. So keep that in mind. And the karmic energy is here. And the nine is also in alignment with the fact that Saturn is in Piscean energy. We know Saturn is the energy of Babalao. Babalao comes through and is like, it's like weighing, Babalao loves Oba scales, because Babalao comes through, sees of your heart is, as light as the feather, what have you. And if it ain't, then the retribution is coming. Babalao comes with the challenges that you need in your space in order to create the boundaries and the discipline and the order, as well as having that intellect and that mindset of obtaining the basic resources that you need for your survival and things. Peace. If you would like a reading, go ahead and put your name in the chat. I see you, Raquel. So that is the card. My cards are backup singers for me. I be chat and my cards be like, "That's right, girl." So we're gonna pull a card for the goddess in the Instagram chat, Foxy Roxy Raquel. Under this full moon energy, I feel the moon. Usually the full moon, I was tired. I had a really good sleep and I feel really good. I feel really, really refreshed. I can't wait to do the planetary forecast with y'all tonight. I have expanded my mind so much. I was up till like 4 o'clock in the morning, y'all. That's why I slept so long. But usually I only need like 6 hours of sleep. So if I go to sleep at like 4 o'clock in the morning, I usually wake up at like 10, maybe 11, But I didn't wake up till like 3, y'all. I was like, I'm so glad I don't gotta do. I'm so glad I didn't have to be on your podcast today, because I wouldn't have made it. I would not have made it. Woke up, my eyeballs looking all slim. Ooh, I got the Queen of Cups, and I got the Sis in reverse. Ooh, the lighting here is kind of dusty, but yes. Yes, you are a Pisces today, so you get to feel the moon. You're probably gonna feel everything in that Piscean energy today, which is the moon, the full moon that we have, as well as Saturn being in retrograde, Saturn going back. You might find yourself repeating some challenges in that Piscean energy, in that realms of your subconscious, in that realms of, the spaces that you need healing. That's where, Olukun really is about, like, a lot of spaces that we need healing, we try to suppress them and try to move on from them so that we don't okay, I got you, Celia. So like if it's not too much, when you find yourself leaving or coming back, just drop it in the chat and I got you. But yeah, the different spaces where you need healing at, and Pisces and being here, Pisces, Neptune is here on the tropical as well as in the Vedic chart. In addition to that, Saturn is here. And Saturn is in retrograde. Saturn is actually in the cardinal energy. So I don't know where your degrees is at, but Saturn is in like a 3 degree at this moment. We finna have Saturn go. I believe that Saturn might touch Aquarius before the retrograde is over, bringing us back to our social awareness and our social circles. And we really going to have to get some retribution in these places where we've been socializing. Some of y'all have been, covering up how you really feel about certain people, how you really feel about yourself in these social settings, if they're serving you or not. Some of you guys are just around people just to be around people, just to say that you're not by yourself. And it's going to come to a point where you can't keep ignoring that part of yourself, saying, bro, this not right, this not fitting. I don't care how many times you try to squeeze this together, it's just not right. So it might be a bad timing. Like, you still got some personal healing you got to do before this fits, right? Or whatever, what have you. But you may find yourself lashing out more than usual today. Or that shade. There's some truth to that shade y'all be posting online. I love it when y'all be like, oh, this ain't really true. I'm just posting this because it's a song or it's a quote or I'm watching such and such. Nah, fuck that. Because All the Pisces is on the spotlight today. It's gonna come out. All that shade you throw gonna come out. It got to. Why not let yourself have that? You deserve to have that. You know what I'm saying? You in reverses. So like instead of you being in grace with your emotions, you are in a space where it's kind of like all over the place. It is coming out in some spaces of shade, anger, but it's not like aggressive anger. It's more like maleficent anger. Like we smooth with the anger, but it's still there. It's some hurt there that, I want to see you rise above. I want to see you, and I'm gonna pull out my Egyptian deck for Roxy for the second card. You heard me. But yeah, it's some energy there that you gotta tap into. So go ahead and be transparent with the spaces in your life, the spaces in and your everyday routine and stuff that need that level of healing that's important for you. Olukun also rules over where you find your inspiration. You guys, might be tapping into spaces that inspire you to do better, to be more and expand it. Aligning with different individuals and your realms. It might be some random stranger might come up to you and inspire you to expand yourself in some way or another. Probably woke up to a customer that you never had before, asking you to do something you never done before to get something you never had before. You know what I'm saying? Inspiration is coming your way this day. Allow it to do that. Now, if you still walking, I heard my dog chewing on something. It worries me until I see what he's. My bad. I muted myself. I don't know how much y'all heard that. But if you might be in a space where you're not open to hearing that inspiration or whatever, because you still closed off. A blocked sacral chakra does not allow you to feel joy. You know what I mean? That's where you start feeling, like you don't belong. You're telling yourself you can't have certain things. You're blocking yourself from your blessings. There's a sadness there, all that. So if you're not ready, you're not ready. If you're not open, you're not open. Allow this full moon to open you up. And then let tomorrow's, waning moon, start to create that cleansing that you need now that you're open. That's what Olukun also wants to bring into your space and place. Oh, you got the will. Sis, let go. Let go. It's not. So the way you holding on things is because you still want to be in control of those things you holding on to. You think that by you holding on to it, somehow, some way, you're gonna come into this space where you're just gonna abracadabra. And it's not for you to abracadabra, it's for the universe. You had to experience what you had to experience, you had to absorb what you had to absorb, because that's what you needed for you to be in the space and time right now. And if you stay in the present with a sense of gratitude, it'll help you let go, and it'll help you have like a complete understanding on, why those things happen, why you needed that energy, why you're here. And that'll open you up to the inspiration you need to move forward and keep evolving. I want you to tap into your Chiron, turn those wounds into a strength. Right now, Chiron is in Aries. It's in the space of new beginnings. However, you need that new beginning for yourself in this Piscean energy. Don't forget Saturn is there and retrograde along with, Neptune. Who else we got in? We got a few bodies. Hold on. I'm going to tell y'all a few bodies. Oh, Karma is also here. That's the new asteroid. I told y'all I'm expanding. I hope y'all tap into the planetary forecast today, because I got something for y'all. But Karma is also here. Karma is an asteroid in the Kuiper belt, and that's out of 747 Pisces. So that's spirit and materialization all over it with those numbers. 747, that's 711. We love those numbers. Then we coming into an 18. That's the authority and leadership and transformations and solar plexus. And then what does that come together to make? 9. We're back to that Sagittarian energy. We're back to Obatala. Now we are showing on the outside our external sacral chakra self, what we learned on the internal sacral chakra self. So really, do that for you, because, karma is not just bad, it's good too when you put in that work. So it's all about letting go for you. I'm going to stay on this deck while we're here. So Piscean energy also deals with like law, justice, and truth. I know a lot of you guys, are following like what the government is doing. You're welcome, my love. what the government is doing and how they're scrambling to keep in control. They're doing very, very well with this organic marketing. Let me tell you, they're really using social media to make things seem so organic. And then you guys, you beautiful projectors and generators and whatever, what have you, you guys get a whiff of information and y'all spread it by the thousands, if not the millions, on y'all YouTube pages, y'all Instagram pages, y'all Facebooks and TikToks and all these different things. So y'all projecting a tiny seed. And y'all don't realize that y'all be like projecting a lot of fallacies and false information, and you very well are materializing it into factual schmactual, but you are definitely helping them with their marketing and making things seem so organic. It's really cool. And then I know a lot of the social media pages aren't real as well. They've gotten really good with, I remember a friend of mine had got hacked or whatever, and he sent me a message. He literally sent me like a video message, like, you looking at me right now. He sent me a video message with like, peace, sunshine, how you been? Da 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 da. I just wanted to let you know about, such and such person. I don't know if you into Bitcoin, blah blah blah. Same candor as usual, same voice, everything. It did not feel fake. And then one day I got an inbox from a new page he made, and he was like, yo, Sunshine, somebody got my page. I'm like, bro, you sent me a whole video of you sitting in your bedroom talking to me about Bitcoin and shit. We was talking back and forth for a minute. That did not feel fake at all. So these people are getting really, really good. So a lot of these, social media pages or NPC pages, just like a lot of these physical beings you see sitting outside of you, are NPC beings. And they're just here to project certain people's things that they want to see into fruition. And there's no help. I don't think that there's a helplessness in that. If anything, I think that that's empowering, because if these people, these wizards of Oz behind the curtain can do all of this, like imagine what you can do, with the energy that you already have going out. And don't worry about it, because Saturn, like I said, is over here in Pisces, and Saturn and karma is over here, and the karma is coming to the people that have been putting the wool over your eyes. A lot of their secrets, a lot of their rumors and stuff are being uncovered and on the spotlight. This is also a good time to tap mental health. Mental health is important. Peace. If you would like a card pull for you, just put your name in the chat. This is a good time to check on your mental health. This is a good day to dream. I wish I had some shrooms. I would love to do shrooms today. It's a good day to do it. And yeah, it's just a good time to tap into those realms of your subconscious, into the dark spaces of your subconscious. Also getting into Olukun, this is life that cannot be experienced by the five senses. You don't experience the five senses here. You experience the five senses and Obatala. That's where the five senses come into play. But over here is everything beneath that, my sapiosexuals out there. Is everything underneath that. Different psychic disorders that you may be experiencing. If you're overactive in this realm to the point where you're allowing your psychic gifts to drive you, this is a good time to ground yourself. Align your Obatala with your Olukun. If you find yourself going through this realm, any type of addictions you may have, this is a good time to, hone in on them. Hey, let today be the day one of the healing of that. Insomnia, I definitely don't have that problem. I slept. All right, Jessa, I will pull a card for you, my love. Let's pull a card for Jessa under this Pisces full moon, this Pisces blue moon, opposite the sun. And we about to get into what it means to be opposite the sun as well. Oh, I got a 9 of Wands. 9 must be the number for today. 9 is coming back to the energy of retribution and karmic energy. So in this space and time, it's kind of like putting into action the different returns that, you deserve from the energy you've been putting in. I would tap into your natal and progressive chart. See what spaces, see what celestial bodies you have there, and how much you have evolved and expanded in those placements, because that's the karmic you're going to receive today. That's I can sleep at night anytime I find a new job. Yes, good. Good. It's like when you put in that effort, when you put in those actions, when you put in that work, the good things come back to you how you need it to be. So depending on how much you've been paying attention to your subconscious and your psychic abilities and the spaces in your life where you need healing today, you're going to get that return, and it's going to be displayed through your actions. It's going to be displayed in the things that you do and the places you see yourself going. So be present in that, and give yourself. Oh, congratulations. You just got hired a few hours ago. I know that's right. Get that shit, sis. That's what's up. I'm happy for you. See? You put in that work, filling out that application. You had to search for the application and all that. You had to show up to the interview, all that stuff. So, yes, that is your karma for you for today and the actions and the things that you're doing. I'm happy for you. We're going to pull another card for you, Jessa. I got a 3 of Swords for you. All right. And this is the subconscious realm. This is coming from high from the subconscious realm. And this is you in this space using your sword forward. And it's just, learning, just healing. We want you to heal some of the things that you have, embedded in your subconscious today as well. So, now that we've got the 9 of Wands out the way, let's work on the 3 of Swords for the remainder of the day so that we can walk into these spaces refreshed and being present and moving in gratitude and graciousness, because you deserve all the thanks for all the hard work you put into to have what you have today. So kudos to you and congratulations. I'm real happy for you. That's what's up. That's what's up. So when spaces are in opposition of one another, I personally see that as being like a magic wand type situation. Like this is a direct funnel from the Olukun energy to the ego. The sun rules over the ego, your experiences, your external energy, masculine energy in your space. Masculine energy is simply things in the physical outside of self. It doesn't necessarily mean a man. It's whatever is outside of self that's in the physical. All right. So how this, now you have this deep subconscious feminine sacral chakra energy going to the external realms of your third eye. The light, how the light shines and bends on everything is what makes everything how you see it. You know what I'm saying? And that's where, that's why the sun rules over your experiences, your self-realizations, how other people see you. That's how the light is shining on you, your energy as well, because we get our energy from our soul, SOL, the solar plexus energy, the sun rays, etc., etc. And so we have, the moon being opposite the sun at this moment. We have the deep subconscious being opposite the external experiences at this moment. So we have like that direct funnel from one to the other. So for my manifestors out here, especially because it's Wednesday, y'all know I love my Wednesdays. This is the day of Eshu, Papa Legba, Elegwa, Hecate, all those energies. This is the realm of communications, right? Where we can invoke today. So utilizing that opposition, take the things that you want out of your subconscious. We just talked about in depth about Olukun and Pisces energy being about, your dreams, your secrets, your psychic abilities, your the places in your space that you need healing. So now that we know this, we can now project it onto the sun and say, okay, here are some self-realizations. These are the different things I want to experience. I want to experience this realm in my space to be more healed. I want to experience more evolution and expansion in these realms of my psychic abilities and capabilities. This is a good time to use that funnel. And then also you can start with the sun and say, okay, light, I need you to shed a light on what's going on in my subconscious. I need you to shed a light on what's going on in the spaces that I've been, burying, that are hidden, shed a light on my Akashic records and allow it to become a part of my experience, or at least allow me to be in a space where I can realize that it's in my experience. Okay. And that's what that connection between the sun and the moon is doing for you. And don't forget, Saturn is there. So yes, there's going to be some challenges in this realm. No, it's not going to come to you in pretty butterflies. And, it would be beautiful if it did can't come in cotton candy, rainbows and shit. But with Saturn there, it's not going to come that way. It's going to come a little harsh. However, if you is built for this, if you willing to rise above and you want to do the work and you really serious about this, then you know that Saturn energy is going to be complementary to your needs, and you're going to be able to move in gratitude as you're receiving that Saturn energy, and that's going to assist you with the karma. Asteroid that's also in Pisces right now. That karma energy, how that energy is being recycled between Pisces and Virgo energy. And we're going to talk about what else is in Virgo energy as well. But right now we focused on the sun. All right, Tim, I see you. You ready for the card pull? Yes. Oh, this is definitely a Olukun Oromila connection here between the light and the darkness of the dark. The sun also rules over your head. So again, this is another double energy telling you it's time to focus on your mindset, your psychic abilities, your subconscious. Allow yourself to mentally rest today. Excuse me. Give yourself that space to do that. Allow yourself to mentally explore today. This is, your time to do that. If you guys are sitting in any of your sun places on the astrocartography chart, this is actually where you find your best self. So congratulations to you. You're in a good space right now. Ooh, the first card I pulled for you is the High Priestess, my love. It's a mask behind you. You got some masked people behind you in the shadows and your Olukun. And I would say in this space and time, it's time to tell them that they need to reveal themselves. And they're going to start to reveal themselves with what you're doing. Also, because I know you personally, and I know personally you're having a ceremony tonight, and we spoke on the possibility of Saturn moving so far back in Pisces that it re-enters Aquarius energy. So these masks are going to start to reveal themselves, under the crescent moon energy, especially as you undergo the different routines and the different, invocations and the different work or whatever. I feel like you know what I'm talking about. But as you do that, that's going to reveal those masks to you. And I'm going to pull another card from you from the other deck. You're welcome, love. Also to remind y'all that the sun also rules the blood, flow. Not necessarily like the blood flow as much as Mars does, but it does rule over the blood, your bone structures, your digestive tract. So you want to pay attention to that energy today too, because Virgo energy can bring dis-ease and discomfort, in those realms if you're not paying attention to yourself. Yoga is a good time to do yoga today, meditation today, most definitely, because if you're not paying attention, if you're not taking care of these parts of your body, like I said, Virgo energy does bring dis-ease and discomfort into your realms if you're not paying attention to this space and time. I'm going to pull a card for you, Lady Rave. I got you, sis. Timmy, this your second card. We got a reverse justice. And we talked about Saturn. Saturn loves to have those scales to make sure that your heart is as light as a feather. And so, like I said, you go ahead and do this work. And these masks that are out here, these people with these hidden agendas and things like that, they're going to reveal themselves to you. Because we got to balance these scales. We lacking in the balancing. We're going to bring those back up right. All right. So that's what I got for you. I want to pull a card for the collective, as we talked about the moon being opposite the sun. And then Lady Rave, I got you. Lots of yoga happening today. Yes, do it. Lots of yoga happening today. Intentional breathing, Reiki, all of that, connecting your mind and your body, your subconscious, and your reality. Today is a good day to connect to two. We are focusing on connecting to the two. So let's pull a card for the connection between the sun and the moon today, the opposition between the two today, before we get into this Virgo energy. Ooh, we got the Two of Cups. Connecting the two. Connect them, please. And this is going to do well for your spiritual self. Water represents the spirit. It also represents the emotional self and things of that nature. Peace, welcome. If you would like a card pulled for you, go ahead and let it put your name in the chat. Say, me, I want one. So, yes, we want to connect with you. I told y'all my tarot cards are just backup singers to what I already do. I want y'all, to be in alignment with what's going on in this opposition today. And so for my spellcasters today, that's something that y'all can focus on as well. So now we're going to pull a card for Lady Rave. I got you. Got you, my love. This also rules over the voice organ too. So if you like to make sounds and do like, you know, the different hakows and things like that, it's a good time to do that as well. I most definitely will be doing that tonight, especially after the planetary forecast. I am tapping in to all of that. I'm gonna get out of here. I got a couple errands to run, and then I'm gonna be back with the planetary forecast, and then it's time for me to do some self healing, some self work. Okay, peace. I got you, undomesticated John. I got you, goddess. So, Lady Rave, we have the reverse Ace of Swords for you. So today we talked about Olukun being about the wounds and things like that. We want this upright. So I want you to work on, you know, the hidden spaces that you have in your place that are unhealed in this opposition energy. Allow the sun to shed light and bring certain realizations to things that you thought you were healed from, that you weren't totally there yet with, so that you can rise above them. And also to remind you that Saturn is here. So it's going to be challenging. It's not going to be easy. It's not supposed to be, but it is here, and it's here for your help because, you know, as you begin to rise above these wounds and stuff, karma is also in that space. And, you know, it's going to recycle the energy how it needs to be recycled. Saturn brings the retribution. Now you got new discipline and order in your space to help you move forward in new circles and the new spaces that you're going to see yourself being in. But you got to heal, though. You got to allow the sun to put a light on those unhealed spaces first. You got to do that work. Otherwise, when these different experiences come to you, especially with us having so much in retrograde, you're going to keep reacting to them with the same energy. And the universe don't want you to put out the same energy. I know these are the same instances and experiences you've had in the past, but it's not for you to react the same. It's for you to come from a healed place and react different as an unhealed place. And I'm going to pull another card from you from the other deck. I got you. Oh, this one wanted to come. Okay. This one wanted to come out. We got the 8 of Wands. Transformations. Tap into your solar plexus chakra energy in this realm. 8 is also the number of extremities, so it's also letting you know, yeah, this is going to be a little extreme. You know, the different things you've been hitting have been extreme and have been hitting for a long time. Bro, they have to come out. You got to let them out. It's going to empower you and align your will with the will of the collective once you do that. All right, love. So today we want you to focus on those unhealed hurts. Peace. If you like card profile, you gotta put a like me. I want one in the chat, and I got you. Hey. So that's what we got with the sun being opposite. I see you, undomesticated Joan. I got you next. We're gonna talk about a little bit about this Virgo energy, because we know that while the sun is in Vedic Leo, we still in Vedic Leo, and I'm gonna have a collective reading for that come out soon, either tonight or tomorrow night, so y'all can see the different energies between the Vedic and the tropical with the sun. But and I'm working on that. And with the sun being in the tropical Virgo, we know tropical rules over your mind, your thought process, how you think things are supposed to be, because we thought of the 360-degree circle and the 30-degree sections in between, you know, each energy, whatever, what have you. And so, you know, in our thoughts, the Virgo energy is in our self-realizations. And our thoughts, the Virgo energy is being projected into, you know, our experiences, our egos, and our interaction with masculine energy. And we see that, right? You have 18 years. Peace to you. Peace to you. And thank you, Adonis, for bringing on the goddess. I love it here. You're welcome. If you ever want to come to me on a personal reading, I'm here for you, my love. But yeah, so I love it when I love to help. I love to help. And I hope it did help you a lot, you know, work on that. You know, a lot of times we think that we've gotten over certain things until certain situations come back into our lives and we're like, ooh, I just realized, you know, those are, you know, really good realizations to have. They should be embraced more because they let us know where we stand at. Now with the Virgo energy, now we're dealing with the energy of SU, SY. Remind you, today is Wednesday, so it's a beautiful day to do it, right? It's a great time. And this energy rules over your throat chakra, So speaking things, invoking things, like I told y'all earlier, making sounds in the hakals, that would do you well in the space. It's what we like to write things and read things, but like, use your throat chakra today. Speak it. Hey, go outside. Don't feel crazy. Let loose. This is you and your healing. This is you and your psychic energy. This is you and your subconscious, your Akashic records, your personal hidden agenda that you've hidden within your own DNA from other people so well that now you got to dig to find it yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassed of that energy. Go outside and talk to yourself. Go in your room and talk to yourself. But use your throat chakra. We want you to use that. I want you to use your sounds, because throat chakra can also be writing and reading and stuff like that. But I say, use your sounds. This is a beautiful time to use your sounds. We use our sounds for a lot of things all day long. Let's use them for ourselves. Just one time for the one time. The eighth sphere deals with the energy of labeling and dissecting and classification. So it's going to help you really pay attention and analyze and think about, what's really going on, in this, with this opposition of the sun and the moon. Also with the, oh yeah, I don't have that there. I know I have more in depth than this. This also deals with your health, wellness, and daily routine. Like I say, you want to pay attention to, your mind, because the headaches are here, insomnia, or maybe you're oversleeping, the different, neurons in your brain and all those different things. Pay attention to your brain waves. Pay attention to, your gut controls pieces. If you like a reading, put your name in the chat. What you put in your gut controls your mind. So pay attention to what you're putting in your gut today too, because I told you the sun rules over the soul, the digestive tract as well. So as you're eating certain things, pay attention to, like, can I still think? Did I just get brain fog? Has my mind cleared? Do I feel mentally, whatever? And allow that to, set a discipline and order for yourself. Let that bring the Saturn, pull Saturn in and say, okay, we need a new discipline and order, because I just realized when I eat this food, I get brain fog. I just realized when I eat that food, I get lethargic. When I eat this food over here, I get energized. When I eat this food over here, I get mental clarity. When I eat this over here, I get a little sad, or I'm sad before I eat this and it transmutes it. Pay attention to those things. The connection between your mind and your gut today is a big thing today too. And Virgo energy, like I said, brings dis-ease and disorder when you're not really giving honors to those parts of your body that Virgo is over top of. This also deals with, like I just said, the daily routines. Align that in your daily routines. Let the karma come into you the way it needs to. This energy also rules over organization, self-organization, time organization. That brings in your discipline and order. This is a good time to plan that, and we see, how it is experienced in our physical, our masculine interactions and stuff like that, because you got school starting. Virgo's the energy of the thinker and the intellect and the daily routines and stuff like that. That's cool. People, you got the kids going back to college, higher learning, higher education. You got the private schools and the homeschooling starting up, the public schooling starting up. Everybody's starting up. Then you got, of course, all of our spiritualists, we're under the same, stars and stuff. So we both be tapped into the same cloud and the same downloads and stuff. So a lot of people are starting educational programs that start around the same time as, school starting and stuff like that. So it's all in, in alignment. This is a good time to expand and edify yourself. And also to remind y'all that when Jupiter goes in retrograde on September 4th, we know Jupiter rules over the masculine energy of the sacral chakra. I will be beginning the Queen Afua Sacred Womb Healing course. So if you're interested, please reach out to me outside of this and remind me to add you to the Telegram group, because we'll be going over that book together. You can get that book for as low as like $5 to $10 if you want to read it on ebook. And I seen it as low as $15 on Amazon, buying it from somebody else. I was trying to find a free PDF so I could just share it to y'all. I'm still in pursuit. Cross your fingers we do find it. If not, then I'll just download it and I'll share it with y'all. But yes, I would love to see. I always wanted to do Sacred Woman with a group of other women, so let's do that. I'm here for it. But that's me being tapped into the Virgo energy on the sun and the different retrogrades and stuff like that. I do need some sacral chakra healing. I do need some womb healing and things of that nature in that space and place and stuff like that. So if others can benefit from that with me, like let's do it. But the sun also being in Virgo energy helps you with your habits. You know, the different habits that you have in your life that you've welcomed into your life, being more aware of them and allowing yourself to redefine them in this space and time as well. All right, so now we're going to pull a card for the fact that the sun is in Virgo energy, gang off in this thing. And then I got you, Danielle. You got the next card. Peace to all that just came in. If you would like a card pull for you, go ahead and comment me in the chat. Oh, I was looking at it backwards, but I did pull out the Queen of Pentacles. You got the Queen of Pentacles, sis. This energy has the ability to pull on all of the elements, you know, and materialize them in this space in this day, especially because I know the goddess personally, and I know that your sun is in Virgo. You're like, today is the day for you to manifest things into the material. So I want you to pull into your Piscean energy, pull on this Pisces moon to manifest your desires, the things that you want, the things that you would like to materialize. A lot of that is also in alignment with your Akashic records and your subconscious and things like that. So tap into that Piscean energy. For you, I would say tap into your Vesta placement. Also tap into your Neptune. You know, where is Neptune at in your chart as well? See how they aspect with one another. And that'll give you a nice perspective on, you know, what exactly it is that you could really, really manifest right now this Wednesday. Peace. If you would like a card pull for you, go ahead and put me in the chat and I got you. And I'm going to pull another card for you, Danielle, from the other deck. And then we're going to get into what other planets the sun is around. Because we talked about what other planets the moon is around. So now we're going to talk about the sun and what else is in Virgo energy for us. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, okay. So today's a manifestation for you day for you, sis. We got the Ace of Pentacles. This is in reverse, so we haven't fully like tapped into that yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So because you tapped into this, you know, reading, and I pulled these cards out for you, the Queen of Pentacles and the reverse Ace of Pentacles, you're gonna go listen to me and tap into your Vestral placement and your Neptune placement, and you're gonna do the homework, and you're gonna say, oh, that's already in alignment with the things I said I wanted. And you're going to use today to say your cause and you to put out into the universe what it is that you really want to manifest. Now, I want you to be very precise, very grounded, and understand that karma, the astral karma, is also in Pisces. So that's the recycling of energy. So what you put in is what you're going to get out. So be very, very sure. Sure. And trust that what you're saying on this day, in this moment, and for whoever else needs to hear it, trust that whatever you say on this day, in this moment, is for you, is going to happen. Because I don't want to hear tomorrow when we start going and whining and y'all start cleaning and stuff, and y'all say, oh man, I don't think that's going to happen. Because you know, just how you putting the energy out there, there's equal opposite energy putting that out there. And guess what? You're going to go on Instagram tomorrow, somebody's going to show you how whatever it is that you want, it ain't going to happen. And don't let it steal your joy away. Y'all know my song is Jesus Be Offense. But yes, that's all I got for you today, sis. Anybody else want a card pull for them? Go ahead and put your name in the chat. Okay, so you know, like I told you, I'm doing the planetary forecast later. This is not the planetary forecast. We're just talking about the sun and moon today. Well, in the Hump Day reading. But also, what we also have over in Virgo energy with the sun is we have Pallas. We know Pallas is the asteroid that rules over, you know, your genius-like qualities you keep overlooking in yourself. Like you keep telling yourself, oh, I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't have this. That's unrealistic. This isn't what I'm supposed to have. This isn't for me, whatever. You keep telling you that. Okay, cool. You keep telling yourself that and you're not going to have it, especially today. Today is not the day to tell yourself you're not going to have something you said you wanted to have. Because the sun is over here saying, whoa, what that? I'm about to shed a light on it. I want you to go back to the Pisces energy and go back to your unhealed places. Because if you're telling yourself you can't have something that you know your soul wants, go back to, because this is a wound that's speaking to you. This is like the Aesop fable, the lion and the sour grapes, where the lion couldn't reach the grapes, and that created a wound, right? Like, dang, I'm really trying. You really not finna let me have this. That's some bullshit. And that wound showed him, oh, them grapes was probably sour anyway. I ain't really want those. But you did because you hurt. Now you want to put out that negative energy. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Know and trust that whatever you speak on today, on this beautiful Wednesday with a Virgo sun and a Pisces blue moon, it's going to happen. This is for you, and Palace wants you to like know your strength. This is a space and time to know your strength. You can be organized. You can be disciplined. You can have self-management and time management. You can have a proper daily routine. You can have discipline and order. That's what Palace says in Virgo. You can have these things. You can be a person with a good moral and ethical code. You can have great expression and communication and allow the sun to give you the experiences that you need to show you that you can do and have those things. And you do deserve to have those things. You deserve it. It's for you. Otherwise, you wouldn't desire it. It's when you allow the wounds to speak. And I want all of y'all to tap into your Chiron placements on y'all chart to see where that's at. To see for yourself, like, oh, you know what? This whole time that really was my wound speaking, telling me I couldn't have certain things, and those things just wouldn't be for me because that wound just kept getting dug deeper and deeper and deeper every time I allowed myself to undergo an experience like such and such, and I kept reacting the same way because I thought that reaction was a good reaction to have, and et cetera, and it keeps just going from there. But that's like really good self-realization. Have those conversations with yourself. Sappho is also here. Sappho is another asteroid that we have. Sappho deals with your literature self. How you attract, your attraction, your ability to attract. And right now the attraction ability is coming from being a person of servitude, having that moral and ethical code, having that discipline and order. That's going to bring attraction to you. That's going to make things want to be around you. And like, oh, you showing that you want this by preparing, like nesting. Like you're nesting your energy, you're nesting your physical space, you're nesting your mind and your heart to have this. Oh, I gotta go over there. I have to go over there because it's getting ready for me. Things that are in the non-physical want to be born in the physical. That's why a lot of times we have thoughts that don't belong to us trying to get born through us. And sometimes they're good thoughts. They're aha moments, and sometimes you have 3 or 4 people have the same thought at the same time and they create the same exact thing at the same time. And I thought that's always cool. And then sometimes you have those negative thoughts, those jinns and things. They want to be born too. They want to be brought into the physical too. And there's a lot of energies that are jealous that you made it. You are a thought. You are a non-physical being in a physical space right now. So it might be some energy that's jealous that you made it. So they're going to put some people, places, things, and experiences in your space in the form of either another physical being or a non-physical being, to try to sway you out of your purpose, off of your path. Those things happen all the time. We just be labeling them as different things because of, the words that have been implanted in us and the way that we've been taught to think about things. But, it's all still physics. It's all still energies and atoms and EMFs. It's all still physics. It's just all about you, rising above all of that and really just like, it's like my favorite song right now is Ari Lennox, Apartment. That's my share right now because that's what I'm trying to manifest for myself, a new space, a new physical space for myself to wake up into every day. So when I'm playing the song and I'm like cleaning or I'm getting dressed or whatever, I got the song either playing in my head or I got it actually playing on the speakers, and I'm nesting like. I'm in my mindset nesting, like this is what it's going to feel like. This is how I'm going to treat it. This is what this and that and the third, and that's just an example. That's just an example of you utilizing the Sappho placement over here. And then Mercury is also here too. And Mercury is in retrograde. Mercury is in its home space of Virgo energy. And that is bringing on the energy of communication and invocation. Now with Mercury in retrograde, what it's doing is it's repeating the patterns. It's repeating your habits to yourself. I have been regressing terribly. Well, it's only I'm very hard on myself. And I've been regressing in that too. I've stopped giving myself as much grace as I used to give myself. I'm all right. I'm doing okay over here. It's coffee. I started drinking coffee again. And I was doing so well with the mud water. And then I decided to make myself some mud water today, and I made it nice and cold. It's in the freezer waiting for me to finish this collective reading with you guys. And I just hope that when I drink it, it doesn't make me go back to coffee. I just love the smell of it. I love the taste of it. It's just, how could you not? How could you just not? But yeah, your patterns are going to be repeating to yourselves, and you're going to find yourself like, am I going to react the same? Am I going to rise above the temptation? I will say this: I haven't bought any candy. I bought a bunch of fruit instead, and that's been going well. So, pat myself on the back for that when you hear me. I'm trying my best. For real, can you give me a minute? But yes, regressing and is a thing here. Repeating patterns is a thing here to see if you're going to rise above and do something different, or if you're going to do the same thing. And sometimes it's not that deep, or it's not that bad. Sometimes it's just as small as like oversleeping or procrastinating, or not giving yourself enough grace and realization that you actually are getting certain things done, like I do. It's your world. Mercury in retrograde is also giving you an opportunity to communicate and express your needs in those spaces that you didn't do it, so much the first time. So now it's giving you another opportunity to do it again. And that's always fun. Mercury in retrograde is also giving you, opportunities to enhance and evolve your moral and integral code. He just wants to play tug of war. The moral and integral code of stuff. And that's always fun too. So now we're gonna pull a card for all the bodies that's in Virgo right now. I don't want to play. No, I don't want to play right now. I got you in a minute. He don't care. Virgo energy. Ooh, the world card. And I pulled the world card in the other deck too. But yes, let go. Let go a little bit. Let the world do its thug dizzle. You gotta trust. Yeah, we got the world card as a collective scoops. Sometimes you gotta let go, you gotta trust, you gotta know that what's coming for us is for us. Tap into that palace energy. And it's a lot of trust. You gotta know that the universe does not make mistakes. The universe did not make no mistakes with you and your capabilities and things that you are good at and the things that you're not good at. And I know with Mercury, how the fact that Mercury has been like oppressed on us by other energies, while instead of expressed through our own personal energy. And I say that in the form of like the education system that we're in. This was pushed upon us, not so much as our choosing and what we want to do and stuff like that. So because of that, a lot of you guys have been told, oh, I don't learn this well, and I don't read that well, and I don't like this and I don't like that. However, that was like some one size fits all bullshit. That's not real. That was what somebody else wanted us to have because of their desires of domination and how they wanted to do social control. That has nothing to do with you and your personal intellect and your capabilities. So really tap into this palace placement and allow that to align with Mercury, because you may be repeating certain experiences in your space and repeating certain habits in your space to show you, bro, you actually like really good or really smart in this and that or whatever. You're actually good at this and that. You're just not giving yourself that grace or that openness in your space, to do those things. So you want to be mindful of that. But it's just like learning how to trust the universe and trust the world that trust the universe and trust the world that you're doing a good job. You know what you're doing. All right. So undomesticated Joan, are you still in here? So I can pull a card for you. Let me know if you're still in here and I will pull a card for you. We're going to pull another card for the Virgo energy while we wait for that. We have the Five of Cups, which is cool because everything in Virgo is in the 5th house, and that's the energy of the inner child, as well as Leo energy that's in alignment with Odomila, which is the sun. And then we are aligning, reminding you that the opposition is in Pisces, which is in water energy. And that's what we have for you over there. Now we're going to pull from the other deck. I'm really excited for the planetary forecast. I'll see y'all later on tonight. It's 6 o'clock. I'll probably see y'all at like 8:30, 9 o'clock for the planetary forecast. It's going to be a good time. We're going to have a great time. We have the Three of Cups. Creation with the subconscious, creation with that Piscean energy. I told you these are my backup singers. We got the Six of Wands. Now we're moving into the space of creation for humanity. Now we're creating for others and we're doing it. So here we're making it. Here we're doing it. The 3 and 6 come together, make 9. That's in alignment with the sacral chakra, that Obatala energy, that karmic energy, the Saturn retrograde vibes. Then we have the reverse High Priestess, meaning that we aren't there yet, but hopefully before the night is over, we have gone to the other side and we are manifesting those things how we see fit. And that's what I got for y'all. It's been an hour. I will see y'all at the planetary forecast tonight. We're going to talk about some planets, some asteroids, the different retrogrades we got going on, the transits and all that fun stuff. I'm very excited. I'll see you later.
I just wanna chill around positive vibes. Nothing negative, it would fuck up my vibe and blowing my heart. I just wanna sit back and chill and just sip wine. I came from a dark place, now I'm living that life.
I am intentional, I am abundant. I bring to existence all that I want, and I done tapped into the God in me. Cut my locks off and switched up the vibe in me. Like how I manifest within, how I choose to defend. Who I label my friends, how I make amends. Cause I'm choosing laughter, it's peace that I'm after. I abracadabra, then poof, chakras blast off. My soul take this cast off, projection surpass me. Obsidian protection in case this trip lasts long. I see with 3 eyes, that's why my crown headstrong. Corona is viral to spirits living dead wrong
I just
vibration.
wanna chill around positive vibes. Nothing negative, it will fuck up my vibe. Sit back and chill and just sip wine. I came from a dark place, now I'm living in light. Came from a dark place, yeah, now I'm doing with the light. Yeah, now I'm like making moves. Yeah, I be always on the flights. Yeah, I be on a mission for the bank nowadays. Why these niggas hating on a nigga nowadays? I've been on a mission with the light nowadays. I ain't fucking with the darkness nowadays.